Will Bitcoin be able to break through the top of this channel to seek historical highs? We are looking at the Bitcoin chart on a daily time frame to explain why we remain positive in the long term. As we have been discussing for a couple of videos now, after this bearish macro move, we are currently experiencing a complex corrective pattern, where the Z shows us that its guideline is a defense zone that, although it has had a bearish trap, has not yet been broken. Therefore, the macro bullish Z is still in effect. And until it shows us that the defense zone is clearly lost, we will continue to be positive on a macro level. But now let's take a closer look at this Z and what it implies. After the strong bullish impulse that brought us here, the price has entered a descending channel. In other words, the price experienced a strong impulse and is now in a pause. This pause can also be labeled as a complex corrective pattern, where we have the W, Y, and Z, which had already recognized the corrective pattern's guideline. After this bullish impulse in the bearish pause or corrective pattern, we will be expecting a replica of the original impulse, thus seeking the top of the macro channel and, at the same time, reaching historical highs. Let's remember that we are talking about the long term here, since we are analyzing the chart on a daily time frame. Now let's zoom in a bit to see what we are observing in the short term. We have the chart on the screen now in an hourly time frame. We can see that after the bearish impulse, we experienced a complex corrective pattern. In this pattern, we had a Z in the form of a wedge, which has already collapsed, breaking its guideline to the downside. However, it failed in its attempt to reach the guideline of the corrective pattern. Instead, the price gave us a strong bullish impulse during the day yesterday, from which we will expect some retracement in the coming days before breaking through the top of the channel to the upside and starting to break more macro structures. Now let's analyze Ethereum, but first...
Welcome to Crypto Insight, your ethical and moral channel for cryptocurrency technical analysis. Here, we really know what we're talking about. We conduct advanced technical analysis that has been developed for over 12 years. We upload videos several times a week. If you're enjoying what you're seeing, let me know and leave a comment with your opinion. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell so you don't miss the next opportunity.
We are looking at the Ethereum chart on a daily time frame. We can see how after this distribution process, this supply line has been clearly respected. That is, all these sellers are defending their position. At the same time, notice how after this strong bullish impulse, we have another distribution process here, this time more micro, which has already broken its crick with great strength, reaching its first institutional target, even surpassing it a bit. And what could we expect here? Always after a strong impulse, we will expect a pause or correction. And why not? We could expect it to take us to target number 2, which is the second institutional target. After that, it will seek to break this upper guideline and continue upwards. Now let's move on to Cardano, which, despite its differences, shows several similarities with the Ethereum chart we just analyzed. After this drop, we are considering a macro accumulation process here, which we will eventually expect to break upwards. Zooming in a bit more on the last segment, we can see that after this strong rise, we also have a micro distribution process here, which has already broken its creek to the downside, thus concluding it. Simultaneously, after the strong bearish impulse, we also experienced a bullish impulse. We are considering it part of its correction, to then finally seek a replica of the original bullish impulse. Solana, on the other hand, also on the 1-hour chart, shows us a bullish accumulation process broken with a strong impulse. Remember, this was our Z, which we were working on in a wedge format, which has already been broken, and we are now experiencing a correction of this bullish impulse. How far can this correction take us? If we calculate the targets of this process we are considering, in addition to the correction as a distribution process, we can see that target number 2 is precisely the creek of the previous accumulation process. Therefore, although it is not necessary, we could expect the price to come and recognize this creek to then seek the replica of the original bullish impulse. Meanwhile, DOT on the 1-hour chart shows us that after this bearish impulse, we were able to anchor a creek here, over which we are considering a bullish accumulation process. At the same time, we can see a strong bullish impulse here that is being corrected, and after its correction is complete, we will be expecting its bullish replica, which will break through this creek. If you like this advanced technical analysis, let me know in the comments. Also, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell to not miss future analyses. Share this video with your friends and other trading and cryptocurrency communities so more people can improve their trading. Good luck with your positions, and see you next time.